So, hi, my name is Melissa, and this is Food of the World. Today, we're gonna have my sister Mariana, and she will be baking um, matcha cookies with white chocolate chip. So, yeah, she will be doing this, and you can start now if you want to explain or introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Mariana and I'm 22 years old and I'm doing right now my degree on international development. And I decided to make this matcha cookies. I think matcha is like a great antioxidant and like the combination with it and the cookie and everything. So this is what like one of my favorite recipes. So that's why like I would like to share it with you. And yeah. First, I will start to share all the ingredients with you. We will need 4 tablespoons of vanilla, which is this one.
4 tablespoons of butter, right? Not vanilla.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, of butter. It would be better if you put out the butter before we do like before you start the process because it gives it like a different mixture, like a different condition. It's not that hard, but it's like you can manage it. So yeah. So first you put all this on the bowl or anything like that you want to do with. Um, and then we're gonna start putting 1/3 of a cup of sugar. I think yesterday I we tried it with I did it like some of them with like another kind of sugar, but I think sugar actually makes it like gives it like a different mixture. So I think it would be great if you follow like the recipe how it is. And then we're just gonna start to the I'm just gonna move my camera for you to see how the 1/3 of sugar. And you can use like a mixer or like you can use your hands. So I prefer to start like putting some of it and then starting to mix all the mixture. So sorry. So we start adding all the sugar. Sorry, I'm just gonna take a look of the yes. And then we're gonna add just like 1 tablespoon of vanilla. I think the vanilla is like a great like a very important part of the recipe. So it gives it like a different flavor and I don't know, like we use it for everything, right? Like so we're just gonna add 1 tablespoon of vanilla. We're gonna mix all of this up again. Um, so I decided something kind of different with the recipe for it to get like that chunky consistency. So I decided to, while I'm doing all the mixture, to put some like white chocolate on the microwave. You can do it either on the microwave or Like you can put just like one recipe with hot water and then just kind of stir it all over, like on top another recipe, and then you put the white chocolate on it. So I think that is like a good advice when kind of having all that chunky thing you want to do. And then we need one, I forgot the name of this in English.
Egg yolk.
One yolk, yeah, yolk. We put it on. And then we mix that up again. Also, like, I think we need more, like a little bit more of sugar. So I'm gonna add a little bit more. And then we're gonna mix that up. Okay, so now we have this consistency. It's more like a, I don't know, like a soft mixture of everything. And then we're gonna add a half cup of flour. So here I have my cup for it to kind of see if I have the correct amount of this one. Just gonna add this one. I prefer to add the half of it and then add the other half, because therefore like we kind of mix that everything and you don't get like that kind of dry consistency. So I'm gonna add this thing. I'm gonna add the other cup of flour.
So in total, it's gonna be half a cup of flour, but you just added like.
Yes, I decided to divide it because I preferred it to mix it up like separately for me to not have that kind of dry consistency. So I mean, it's not like a fact, but I prefer it personally. So and then we're gonna add 2 more tablespoons of flour. Sorry. Okay, so this part for me, I think it's very important. Like, you should be very careful with the portions that you put on the matcha on the mixture, because if you get like more of it, the flavor is gonna be like very strong. So I recommend, like personally, to just put like a cup, like a little bit of a tablespoon. Like I'm gonna show you kind of a. I mean, I prefer. For me, it's like more important, like the balance between the chocolate and the matcha. There's people who prefer the flavor of the matcha and like it like more strong. Personally, I don't. So like it's more up to you if you want to have that. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to add this small amount of matcha, and I'm just going to add like the half of it, okay? So I'm going to add the half of it, and then I'm going to mix it. I'm going to taste it and to see if I actually like that much or not. So for me, that's important, because if you kind of add more of it, like it's gonna be hard to kind of get like that sugary flavor, because you're gonna need like way more sugar for it to kind of restore the mixture. So we're just gonna mix it up again, and yeah. So I don't know if you can actually see like the color. So we need more matcha. don't know, like I'm very careful with matcha because it has like a very strong flavor. So like I love it, but like I'm not that into it. So I prefer to balance like all the portions that I use within like the mixture. I'm gonna add more matcha again. It's like a tablespoon. Like you can try 1 tablespoon, like sorry, 1 teaspoon, because tablespoon is like the big one. So I'm gonna put it more. Actually, I think it. So I'll mix that up again. And the like the mixture is kind of sticky, so you can just get one of these ones and then just like put everything on the center again for you to kind of mix that up perfectly. So let's do it again. Okay, this is perfect. We're just gonna add like 1 teaspoon of it. Also remember to mix it up very good, because if you get like, if you leave kind of pieces of this one, like it's very salty. So this is just like a general advice for anyone who enjoys cooking. And then we're gonna move all this mixture. I'm just gonna show you. This is like a very chunky, sticky mixture. So we're gonna mix that up and then I'll show you. So as you can see, like here I have some part of it. Like it's getting sticky into this one. So it's because of the butter and all this combination. And then we're gonna add, this is like a secret one. I really enjoy, and I think it's very important if you add like a very small amount of salt. The salt kind of extends or makes it more stronger the sugary flavors. So I'm just gonna put like a little bit of salt on my hand, and then I'm just gonna add it on the mixture. So we want a sticky consistency, but like if you get it like very sticky, then you wanna restore it and have like a more, like, you know, when they're like very sticky, when you just your hand in like the mixture, and then you get like your hand very dirty from it because it gets all sticky on your hand. So if you want to kind of get it like less of it, you just have to add more, like a little bit of flour, and then mix it up, and then mix it up until you get like the mixture that you actually want. Right, this is just like a general advice. So here I'm just gonna move all this thingy here. Okay, so I told you that I had white chocolate on like on the microwave for me to get that different flavor. So I'm gonna add it, but first of all, I'm gonna start to mix this thing with my hands just to get it more like a better consistency, you know? Sometimes this one kind of leaves stuff not very mixed. So if you have like this one, you can use it, but personally I prefer my hands. So this was just to get like a faster, the mix faster. So I'm just gonna take this off and then start mixing this thing. I'm gonna show you how I mix. First, I add like a little bit of sugar here. Sorry, sugar, a little bit of flour here on the, so here it is. I'm just gonna add a little bit of this one. Then okay, now I decided to, now here I have this one. Then I'm gonna add the hot chocolate. I'm just gonna take it off from here. It's not that much. Like I decided to put like just like 1 bar of it. So remember that when you are mixing it, don't do it this, you don't need to do it with a mixer because the consistency is gonna get like very, like you're gonna make like a big huge mistake. So you're gonna mix this up, the hot chocolate and the mixture of the cookies with this one, like very smoothly. And this is to get that chunky consistency with the hot chocolate, sorry, with the white chocolate, and yeah. So then I'm gonna show you after this the consistency of the cookies. Actually, it's like you can do like how much? I would say like 50 milliliters of hot chocolate, like have that portion. So now we have the mixture. So you can see here, like all the white chocolate thingy that it's going, like that is mixing with the matcha. So it's gonna, they're gonna be like really good if you decide to follow this step. And then we're gonna put this all into like a recipient of like 4 cookies. So I decided to use this one. And then I consider that if you put some butter on it, like on the top, it's better because the cookies that will not get sticky on the recipient. So you can also add flour if you want on it, like a little bit of it. So I'm just gonna go and get the butter.
It would be better if you have like a baking sheet. You can just put that one because that's what that one's made for. So you can use that one, or you can use the spray, like the oil spray. I think it's called Sam. So you can
Yeah.
use either. That will be easier because if you put a lot of butter, it's gonna be like oily.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think even if you don't put anything, it's gonna be fine because like the cookies have so much butter that they don't get like really sticky. But I don't know with white chocolate that you put.
Yeah, that's true. Like we'll just try them without the without the butter, because also like I don't know if you can see actually, but it's like very oily, like not oily but very buttery. So we're just gonna do like small, like little like kind of little balls, like this size can be good. So let's see how many we have, we've got 2, and then with this one, then it's 3 with this one. I think they're gonna be very good, so we'll see, we'll see. I'm gonna show you one of the ones that I did yesterday, just to show you how they're gonna be. I think they're gonna be, the consistency is different. Like we decided to improve this one a little bit and but we learned a lot by doing them yesterday. So I think if you follow the recipe, as I told you, they're gonna be very good. So. Okay, so this one depends on the size, depends on the size that you want your cookies to be. I decided to make them like kind of bigger, so I'm gonna show you. I got five of them. And then if you still want to add some white chocolate in the form of what's the name on the form of chips, you can do it either way. I mean, we can add some of them and then we can just leave them over without chocolate. So I decided to buy this bag with white chocolate. You can buy like the whole bar of white chocolate, or you can buy the chips, or because like if you buy the chips, you can melt them and then add the mixture of the chocolate on the mixture either way, and then you can add the ones that are left from it on the cookies. So either way is good. Personally, I would prefer to buy like the chips, the form of the chips, also because it's chocolate that actually melts when you put it on, like when you put it on the cookies. Some of it just gets burned, so it depends. I'm just gonna put some chips on them, and I'm gonna show you how they look. Sorry. I think they're gonna be very good, so we'll see. They're like very, also like, I think for the consistency of your cookies, if you want them like very how do you say it, like the consistency of the cookies like melted and everything, you know, when you take them out the oven and they are kind of like, you can move them, and if you move them real quick, they get split. So for you to get that chunky thingy, I think you need to kind of look them up in the oven and start to see if they are actually cooked. So this is how they look. And we're just gonna put them on the oven. Okay. We're just gonna put them on the oven and then we'll see. My oven isn't working very good right now. Like I don't know the degrees exactly, but just to give you like an estimate, I would say like,
I think it's 350 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, you can do that, and then you're just gonna look them up to see if you like the consistency or not, and to get that like perfect chunky matcha cookies. I told you I was gonna show you the ones that I did yesterday. They don't look like very aesthetic, but like this is the one I did yesterday. As I told you, it's very important to kind of have like like a chocolate that gets melted when you cook it, because some of them just get burned with this one. So that's why I decided to add some of it on the mixture, just to make it like, as I said, like the chunky ones that I like. And just to give you like the final tip, as I said, just be careful with the matcha. If you like very strong flavor of it, you can just add like a whole teaspoon. But if you're not very into it, you just like the perfect balance between the chocolate and the matcha, just kind of add some of it, mix the mixture, and then taste it, and then kind of do it until you enjoy and really like the flavor that gets with the matcha and the chocolate. So yeah, um, that's it.
Thank you for coming
Thank
and
you
for
for
watching us.
coming. Yes.